Welcome, everyone. Well, today is coming to the end of August, and it's Sandra Alexa here, and I want to welcome everyone. I want to welcome everyone that has previously watched the videos and anybody that is new. Basically, I'm a muse, okay? I'm a business and spiritual coach. I'm an author. I'm an educator, an astrologer. I actually do self-discovery. So now I have a website. If you go in the Show Me section, it's mypersonalmuse.com. And when you go there, I have all of the different areas, all of the different services I offer, any testimonials, what you can expect. There's a photo album because I've done a lot of different things in my life. I've been very, very blessed. Okay, and I've also authored, this is the book I'm going to show you today. It's called Game Changer. It's probably wrongly for you, but if you go to the top right corner, Game Changer is the new model of relationships, very Aquarian. I co-authored it in 2019, and you can order it on Amazon. It comes in ebook, Audible, hard and soft cover. Okay, and when you go on my website, you can go to the bottom and you'll see the other books. Because I was in the beauty industry for a long time, did a lot of teaching in it, a lot of competing, judging, and consulting, and would work with people building their big day spas. So that's about me. Okay, now what I do want to say is this has been a very interesting time of revelation. I have been writing about Pluto being in Capricorn since 2008 and how all of our social systems would be totally deconstructed, if we put it that way. And so we've been through a lot. There's a lot of people that are struggling. They're struggling emotionally, they're struggling mentally, some financially. Okay, and so it's just have faith. Okay, and what I do is I give the cosmic report about what's happening with the different planets. So to me, it's just universal cycles of life. Okay, and so we're heading now into September. And so let's see what's going to be happening, because there's going to be some big shakeups in October of 2023. But let's look now. Okay, so all I can say about like August coming up, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be intense, and there's powerful shifts in the world. It's a very interesting month, okay, as we feel the super rare blue moon on August 30th at 7 degrees of Pisces. And there's a separate video on that, okay? And I do have to say that with my videos, I also have a Facebook page, and people can print it off so they can get the different dates of the different shifts. And then I forgot to say, well, I thanked you for coming, and I hope something resonates. But I would really appreciate it if you would like it. I'm trying to build the algorithms. So if you would like this, if you would comment, I do a draw once a month for a mini reading for somebody. I'm also going to be starting astrology classes in the fall with Zoom. And if you would subscribe to the channel. Okay, so now we are feeling, okay, this moon already, okay, because it is a super rare moon, and today is what, the 26th, and so that's on the 30th. Now, if you have a copy of your natal chart, you can check what house or houses the different planets in this moon is falling in. Check just the astrology sign on the house, okay, to see what message the moon has got for you. So to find the house, because the moon is in Pisces, you'd look on your natal chart and say, okay, which house is Pisces? So say if it was on the 7th house, it's going to reveal different things to you about relationships, okay? Now, August 29th, we're going to experience, okay, so we have this moon, and then on August 29th, we experience Uranus going retrograde at 23 degrees of Taurus until January 27th of 2024, when it's going to go direct at 19 degrees of Taurus. Now, Uranus is one of 3 of our transpersonal planets. Pluto and Neptune are the other two. And I do more intuitive astrology and more transformative. So I really look at these planets, okay, collectively and personally for you. It's about your soul growth, okay? So Uranus is one of the tree, and Neptune are the other two. And Uranus moves to 0 degrees Gemini on July 8th of 2025. So first, let's talk about the power of the planet Uranus. Because it's so focused, it will offer more opportunities for manifestation. Uranus energy is a higher octave of consciousness. It's called the awakener. It is electrical energy, lightning, and makes things happen. It is impatient, it's restless, it's all about innovation, technology, enlightenment, and breakthroughs. Uranus is a very provoking energy, which moves or prods you to find your inner truth, higher purpose with the evolution of your consciousness. Be prepared to be liberated from being stuck. The retrograde energy brings into consciousness an awareness of truths that have been kind of frozen and hidden in your subconscious mind. You will wake up to some obvious truths about yourself, about your lives, ones that you previously denied, failed to deal with, or simply ignored. So there's power in here. Now, what about the energies of Uranus sitting in the sign of Taurus? Well, Taurus is an earth sign, fixed, ruled by Venus, with energies of earthy, practical, patient, money, value, worth, and relationships. Releasing yourself from your imprisoned program minds. This unique mode of transformation defers logic and understanding to something called knowings. I just know. As you surrender to a higher power, observe magic moments and listen to your intuition. Absolute honesty. No half-truths or excuses as you wake up to your own values and truth. Okay. People say, well, I can't be honest. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. You hurt people's feelings by being dishonest. You will be experiencing some physical symptoms as there are messages from the body, okay? Because Taurus is earthy, so it's going to be our body. Uranus is bringing order to your physical environment, more awareness of your body's requirements like foods, water, exercise, supplements, meditation. Concerning your environment, okay, that's your sacred space, your home. Okay, it's about deep cleaning and clearing the home and office, clearing your computer, your files, because it's now time for clarity and direction. Just a story about some examples of the power of Uranus, because I've followed this for like 40, 50 years. On March the 13th, and why I'm talking about this, because Hawaii is very dear to my heart. And this is where one of these things happened. The other was Japan. Okay, on March the 13th of 2011, Uranus moved to 0 degree of Aries. Now, Aries is a fire sign. Then on March 11th, 2011, Uranus was at a critical degree of Pisces. Okay, so it was moving, but the energy was there. Now, wow, the earthquake in Japan. 3 Fukushima Daiichi reactors causing a nuclear accident being in on March the 11th, and all 3 cores melted in 1 to 3 days. The second worst nuclear accident in the history of nuclear power generation. The first was Chernobyl. So I don't have a link, but there's some interesting that we're still dealing with it. It just came out, okay? So 5 things to know about Japan's Fukushima water release in the Pacific. That came out August 24th of 2023, because apparently it's still coming up on the shores. Wow. Now that was one. The next planetary change came up because it's a 7-year cycle. On May the 16th, 2018, when Uranus moved to 0 degrees of Taurus. Now Taurus is Earth, so we have a different energy. And on May 4th, 2018, Uranus was at critical degree Aries. So now there was a powerful magnitude 6.9 earthquake on the south flank of Kailua volcano on the Big Island of Hawaii. It was the largest quake in Hawaii in 43 years. Now, the activity of May 2018 forced the Puna geothermal venture to be shut down and was damaged by lava. Lava flows were experienced. So there's two big. So whenever these planets change signs, something happens physically. Okay. Starting Wednesday, August the 23rd, Mercury was amongst the 7 planets retrograde. So far, we have Mercury at 21 degrees of Virgo retrograde on August 23rd until September the 15th. So in Virgo, Mercury is very detailed. So take this time to do this until September and does not miss anything. So this Virgo energy will have you reflect on the past and evaluate how you can improve yourself for the future. As you reflect on your past, consider how far you've come, appreciating all your successes and challenges, recognizing how you have grown in the process and what you have learned about yourself. So pat yourself on the back, give yourself a hug. Mercury retrograde in Virgo signifies a time to refine your communication, review your plans, and embrace a meticulous approach to daily life. Everything has its place. That's what Virgo's about. This is an opportune time to reflect, to organize your thoughts, communicate with new precision. Sometimes if you have a hard time communicating because of the emotions, write it down and it makes it easier. And trust your intuition when making decisions. So you're reviewing, you're revising plans, you're refining communication, and you're getting organized. Now, Venus has been retrograde 28 degrees of Leo from July 23rd to 23 and goes direct September 3rd. So just in a few days at 12 degrees of Leo. Wow. Prepare to have your authenticity shine as you connected with what brings you joy. You've indulged in self-care. You have self-confidence and expression, and you allow yourself to be you, loving you. Venus and Jupiter are doing the dance. Venus goes direct September 3rd, but guess what? Jupiter now goes retrograde on September the 5th. So on September the 5th at 15 degrees of Taurus until December 31st of 2023, Jupiter goes retrograde. And it goes at 15 degrees of Taurus. And it goes direct at 5 degrees of Taurus, December 31st. Taking us right up to the new year, it's Jupiter retrograde. Technically, Venus and Jupiter retrograde don't overlap. So there will only be 6 planets retrograding at one time. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, and its retrograde inside of Taurus encourages you to deepen your self-worth. Okay, what's your value? What's your worth? Reflect on your personal values and align them with your goals. Set some goals and get to work by doing just one small thing at a time, one step at a time, they say. Self-mastery takes time. Now, I'll tell you what the planetary retrograde is about. It's an invisible cycle of life, and it gives us a chance to stop and discern and get some clarity, like a reality check. We check over and strengthen our plans. We do research, we rethink, we review, we reconfirm. We reorganize, we readdress, we reassess, we re-edit, we readjust, and we reconnect with people from the past as we revisit, revise. So past issues can surface for you to discern, okay? Retrogrades are typically associated with challenges that force us to review or take stock of our beliefs, our habits, our patterns, or circumstances, wherein we reflect, assess, re-edit, and it's an opportune time to address any unresolved matters in our lives. Specific areas could be health, communication, relationships, career, responsibilities, personal power. Use it as a period of self-mastery. Remember I said, depending on where the different planets are sitting in your chart. So now I'm going to talk about the other retrogrades here. So Pluto is retrograde in 2023 from May 11th to October 22nd. And at 21 degrees, it moves to 29 on June 12th, and it goes direct on October 11th to 27 of Capricorn. So Pluto is jumping here. Pluto retrograde is your cosmic invitation to reclaim your personal power and prioritize purpose-driven actions. It's time to reflect on your inner strength and release what no longer serves you. Thoughts, feelings, or actions. Let them go. Uncouple with them. Okay. Saturn retrograde on June. It went retrograde at 7 degrees of Pisces from June 17th, 2023 until November 4th, 2023. Saturn retrograde in Pisces calls for a spiritual review, inner healing, letting go of limiting beliefs, and empowering you to commit to your rituals and self-care practice. So practice self-compassion, connect with your intuition, and pursue spiritual practices that support your growth. Neptune retrograde on June 30th, 2023 at 27 degrees Pisces until December 5th, when it goes direct at 24 degrees. Now, Neptune joins Saturn on its retrograde through Pisces, thus further heightening your intuition and spiritual connectedness. If you allow it, this Neptune retrograde offers profound opportunities for healing. You are to practice mindfulness, engage in creative pursuits, and develop self-trust. Now, thank you for taking the time. And I hope something resonated with you. And I would really appreciate it, as I said, if you would like, comment, share, and subscribe. And the book is really good because it's a it's self-questioning. So the whole first chapter, you have to go in and actually work the questions. So you're not just reading, you become a part of it. Okay. And once a month, again, I do a draw for a mini reading. So much love, many blessings, and enjoy. Okay. And just start to be and take care of yourself.